Oh, right. So, last time, we had a puzzle to solve. And the reward for this puzzle, well, we'll just see when we get to it. Ah, crap. Come on, Oni, can't you let me do my business? Fucking Oni, always interrupting me. Oh, God. Oni! Oh, well, that saves me some time, since my save was in the puzzle room, so let's just get to this puzzle. Now, the riddle given to this puzzle is stretch them side by side, which one is longest, which one's small. Then line them up alright, small at the bottom, on top of the tall. Now, to be honest with you, I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how you're supposed to solve this puzzle. I'm pretty sure the letters on these pieces represent something regarding the riddle you get, but I honestly just can't figure this out. The way I got the solution to this puzzle is that a friend of mine was randomly throwing out guesses to what the solution might be, and he just happened to get the right one. So, whatever. I wrote the solution down, so, technically I didn't solve this, but I didn't cheat to get the solution either, so I'll roll with it. Hey, there's only 125 different combinations, so throwing one out randomly, I would have eventually got it. The only thing I could have figured was that TH might have been on the bottom, since it was the only one that didn't have a capital letter in it, so I figured that's what it meant by the smallest. Now, for completing this puzzle, you get a cipher, and it has the word pass on it, so obviously this is some sort of password. Now, upon completing the puzzle, the Oni usually shows up like that. When I left the room, I was due for another visit from the Oni, so, he decided to show up on me before I solved the puzzle. Whoa. So, yeah. Now that that's taken care of, I can save this. Now, as you can figure, I played ahead a little bit, because me wandering around blindly like an idiot wouldn't exactly be very entertaining, so, I would like some idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Don't worry, I only played up ahead to a little bit. Basically, we're gonna get to a new area, and from there, it's gonna be a bit more blind, because, well, you'll see. Now, over here is a piano with what looks like blood, but according to Hiroshi, it's only paint. Whatever. So, this is where that handkerchief we soaked in detergent comes in handy, since we can just wipe off this paint. And you get numbers. And what else do you get? A visit from the Oni. But, luckily, this door right here takes us out to this hallway, and Hiroshi unlocks it, so now we don't have to fall through the, hole in the floor up there to get here. Yeah, that's what I was figuring, was what I first had to do with the bed when, I grabbed the memo off of it, because I noticed that the, texture on the floor next to it was different. So I figured you might have been able to push the bed, and I was right. Okay. Well, let's see if I can't do, that thing where you can hide from the Oni. Or he could just go away. Okay. Yeah, you can hide in the cupboard from the, Oni, and, 3 possible things will happen. You hide in there, and the Oni will leave. You hide in there, the Oni will appear like he's leaving, and it's actually a fake out. You get out, and he's still there waiting for you. So, if you hear the door closing while the Oni is here, don't get out immediately, because there's a possibility that he's going to fake you out. Or the third thing could just happen, and he looks in the cupboard and kills you instantly. Fun stuff, fun stuff. I could go back down the stairs, but, falling down is much more fun. Now, this puzzle actually gave me a hell of a time, because, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. I thought that this safe over here behind the bookshelf had something to do with the cipher that we got, but it actually has to do with the piano. What really confused me is that, I solved the cipher, and, 3 of the numbers in the password from the cipher are the exact same as the numbers on the piano, so I thought that the piano and the cipher were tied together somehow. However, that is not the case. It's actually tied to this memo. Now, if you look at this memo, and you look at the piano, you'll notice that the keys that have the numbers on them sort of look like the markings on the memo. The memo actually represents the piano keys, only rearranged a bit. If you try to tie each of the keys to the piano, you'll find that you'll get a combination of 4 different numbers. Now, the 2 middle ones are actually kind of obvious, because if you compare the second one, it's clearly the middle key, or, yeah, well, what else could it be? And the third one is obviously the right key, so from there you can just mess around, and it'll either be 6 or 9 at the end of the password, so you only really need to figure out at least 2 of the numbers. So yeah, the puzzle solution is 6799. And for that, you get the nursery room key. So yeah, let's head over there. You know, and compulsively save. Don't want to have to go back and do another puzzle. So, since there's only one other door we can go into, this is obviously the nursery room. And over here we find, what's her name? Mika. And here she tells us that she got separated and she doesn't know where anybody is, and we can have her come with us or we can have her wait here. I'll have her wait here. This is mostly blind, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen if I leave her here, but I don't really care. Now, if you look at this couch over here, you'll notice that there's a bulge in it. So you take the glass shard, cut it open, and you get a screwdriver. So, now that we have this screwdriver, I found out that my first instinct was actually correct for the door in that, the hidden door in that one room on the first floor. You were supposed to get the doorknob off the false door in the attic. It's just Hiroshi couldn't grab it because obviously he didn't have a screwdriver to take the screws out of the doorknob. So now we've got a doorknob. Presumably a doorknob with the screws in it so we can actually screw it into the other door. Now, this is where that cipher comes into play once you get through this door. You put on the doorknob, and voila! Door open. Or, well, we can open the door. Head on in, and behind this staircase, you'll find a door with a number lock on it. This is where the cipher comes into play. Now, this one can actually be very confusing for people because it's actually kind of Japan exclusive, the way you figure this out. Basically, the cipher ties to a Japanese abacus called a soroban, and the way it works is the top 2 dots have a dividing line underneath them, and the 4 bottom dots, well, basically it's like this. There's 2 slots on top, 5 slots on bottom, and 5 dots. The dots on top, the first dot, are, basically imagine this. See the second line? Imagine a dividing line right underneath that. And the way the dots are arranged, that represents different numbers. So the one on the left is 3, the one right next to it, A, is 9, the one right next to that is 7, and the one right next to that is 6. That's why I was confused on the piano puzzle, because, as you can see, 3 of the numbers in the cipher puzzle are the exact same as the piano puzzle. Now, once you figure this out, be sure you absolutely know this password, because as soon as you go to open the door, the Oni appears. Now, luckily, since the game is frozen for you to enter the password, he won't attack you, but as soon as you get through the door, he's going to start chasing you, so be on the run. Okay, so 3976, and run. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure where I should head. I'm just gonna run away until he goes away. Uh-oh. This is bad. Yeah, this is kind of a mean part of this game, because you're going into an area where you don't know the layout, so it's like, you don't know where to run, where to go, you just know to run. Anywho, try that again. I guess it does create a pretty good sense of panic, because you don't know where to go, you're just running for your life. I can see a red book over there. That looks important. So yeah, we're just running. And shit, locked door. Game over. Let's give that another try. Yeah, so let's give that another go. 3976. Okay, let's try over here. Oh, he saw me. There's no way this is working. Yeah. He got me. So that's what happens when you try to hide from the Oni and he saw you. Okay. One more go. 3, 9, 7, 6. Run, 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 run. Run, run. You're well done. Okay. Head up through this door. Ah. I know I keep saying one more try, but this time I mean it. One more try. How many times will I say that? Who knows. So yeah, that's what happens when you go into the cupboard and the Oni sees you. This is what happens when I fail at running from him. Let's try the other path this time. 9, 7, 6. Let's go through here. Well, shit. Okay. To be fair, if I were in this situation in real life, this is probably about as well as it would go. Okay. Yeah, I know you're there. 3, 9, 7, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a way to dodge around him. Nope, that did not work. How about I save at the password door so I can just enter the password right away? Yeah, that sounds like a sound idea. Well, I don't find this pants-shittingly scary so much as I do annoying. Oni, buzz off. I'm going to give you the runaround just because you pissed me off. Except this is not going to work much longer since, yeah. Oh. Okay, that works. 6912 plus 2865 equals 1518. I have a feeling this has some sort of relevance, so I will write it down. Let's see, 6912 plus 2865 equals 1518. I'm sure this will make much more sense once I come to the respective puzzle. What the hell? Okay. Well, since the Oni is done chasing me, now would be a good time to save. Uh-oh. I don't like the look of that. Can I look at this book? It sticks out so much, so you'd think that there'd be something there, but apparently not. Okay, we got a switch here. This appears to be a circuit breaker. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be like Luigi's Mansion and the power's going to go out? And I'm going to have to make a mad dash to that circuit breaker? Yeah, this is... Oh, hey, look at this. Remember this? Metal rod acquired. Okay, I better get to that circuit breaker because these lights aren't going to last much longer. Okay, so... we're just gonna walk back and forth between rooms until the lights go out. I better save. What was the oldest save? Save slot 3. Okay, the lights haven't gone out yet. Okay, so this was the door that was locked earlier. Don't have any keys left, so this obviously isn't the way to go. Nothing that way. They've got all this scenery, and none of it does anything. Whatever. Can I push any of these bookcases or anything? It's like, it's got all this stuff that it looks like you could interact with, but there's no purpose. Like, that puzzle room had all those bookshelves. Hell, the library had all those bookshelves. None of them had anything on it. It's like games like these love having, like, these obscure hidden things in shelves. And what's with this book? It sticks out so much, yet I can't do anything with it. Seems to be the slotted attachment for a screwdriver. Uh-huh. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see, a circuit breaker. So now I've got a screwdriver with a different shape. Perhaps I can use it to bust that lock on the door? Well, anything's worth a shot at this point. Don't really have any other options. Those lights are making me nervous. No, that ain't it. Try switching the attachments again? Nope. So I just can't jimmy the lock, even though that would make sense. Whatever. Okay, so... It just bugs me that there's all these dressers and things. I can't do anything with them. Really gets on my nerves. I should go back to that room with the code. There might be something in there. Okay, so we got that code. We got these shelves. Right. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Very curious. But I think this is enough for one part, so... Well, part 2. So I think I'll just call it a video here, and... Yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.